LJ's Car Wash, located just past the Attleboro line on Route 123 in Norton, is available for all of your vehicle cleaning needs. Open every day beginning at 8 a.m., LJ's has the equipment to clean your vehicles inside and out, from 24-hour heated self-serve bays to full detailing service and everything in between. For more information, you can contact them at 508-223-3278 or on their website at ljscarwash.com.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Live from the flight deck here at Attleboro High School, the Attleboro Lady Blue Bombardiers taking on the Norton Lancers. Attleboro coming in with a 9-9 record on the season, ranked now number 28 in the just released MIAA power rankings, taking on the 11-8 Norton Lancers, ranked number 8 in the Division III power rankings.
It's early.
It is early in the afternoon. Wow, big game for both teams. Norton wants to hold on to the high seeding so they can host a playoff game. Attleboro, as it stands, if you like to play that game of if the season ended right now, what would happen? And what would happen is they would host Lynn English right now in a play-in game for the right to play the number 5 team in the MIAA power rankings. However, there is a lot to be decided between now and the postseason. Here's what's on the line. Attleboro wins today, they clinch a postseason berth. If they lose, they need help on tomorrow afternoon, 24 hours from now, either by winning or playing Framingham, ranked number 13 in the power rankings, very tight. Attleboro coming off the biggest win of the year over King Philip, 45-44 on a last-second basket by Lily Diddick in a huge comeback win. So, that's a lot of words. I'm Kevin Callahan. Pat Holland, my color commentator for tonight. Paul Healy on the mend again. What can you tell us about Norton? A team that we don't see too often.
Yeah, Norton comes in. They play in the Tri-Valley League. They come in at 11-8, 2-2 in the month of February, coming off most recent loss to Medway, 58-45. But previously to that, they had wins over Dover Sherborne and Millis, 51-43, 45-39. They are led by, it looks like Avery Tinkham averaging about 13 points a game, and Carly McDonald averaging 8.5 points a game. She is a 2-time Tri-Valley League All-Star for the last 2 seasons. So, again, they're looking to continue to kind of win and maintain their ranking in the Division III so they can host a home tournament game. But, big game for Attleboro. Hopefully they can, coming off of that King Philip upset where, it was all over the social media. That was a big game. King Philip could have clinched or tied, I believe, tied the Kelly Rex division.
Yep.
An impressive win by Attleboro.
Yeah, we were doing the boys game that night against King Philip, and I was getting text updates, and I don't know what I was more excited about, the boys game that I was calling or the text updates I was getting with all this margin of victory and things like that. Attleboro was doing a nice job. When they were losing, they were only losing by 3, 4, 5 points, and you want to keep that margin of victory under 10, especially against a Division I opponent. That's ranked a lot higher than you. Now, Attleboro, again, so by jumping 4 points in the MIAA rankings could reverse this by, if they have a bad loss this afternoon to a Division III opponent, that could get them right back down to that potential number 32 spot and thus putting all their postseason hopes and dreams on the Framingham game tomorrow. They can make it a little bit easier on themselves just by pulling out the victory.
You would think Coach Bracken, had that conversation with them. Let's take care of business today, be done with it, and not have to worry about tomorrow's game, and just use that as a kind of warm-up, tune-up before the tournament.
Absolutely. So it's we're just about getting ready to announce the starters. But Norton, I got by my numbers, averaging 49 points, 4 per game, giving up 44.8. Attleboro very similar, scoring 47.3 points a game and giving up 47.5 points per game. In girls basketball, more so than boys, the hushes just fall over the crowd. We're moments away from the starting lineups. Reese Perry, the senior forward, averaging 3.3 points a game and 3.1 rebounds. Molly McIntyre averaging 4 points a game. Mother, 1,000-point scorer for Norton. And number 11, Kylie Salem, averaging 7.8 points a game. Carly McDonald, a senior that Pat mentioned, averaging 8.5 points a game. And Avery Tinkham, fourth in the Tri-Valley League in scoring, looking to play softball in college. Very good softball player for Norton, and a very good basketball player for Norton as well. And now we'll get our starters for Attleboro High School.
And now for Attleboro Blue Bombardiers.
You can hear Karen Pereira in the background, we think. Lola Ronayne, the sophomore, averaging 7.3 points a game and playing with more and more confidence with each passing game as well. Lily Diddick with the game-winning shot against King Philip, and Attleboro, previously their biggest win of the year was against Oliver Ames, and now it's King Philip on the road. Tia Williamson, the junior, averaging a double-double on the season. She had 18 points against King Philip, and she had averaging about 12 points a game, probably about 12 rebounds as well. The northeastern-bound Shea Bowden going to be for engineering, averaging a tad over 3 points a game, and just a great leader on the floor. And senior captain, to go along with Shea Bowden, is Captain Avery James, averaging 13.7 points a game. She had the assist on the game-winning pass, and what great senior leadership, giving up the ball for an easier shot for the game-winning shot. We're going to pause for our national anthem. When we come back, we will have the opening tip-off for you on AACS 15 Sports.
Bristol Glass, 110 North Main Street in Attleboro, has supported local high school sports for many years. Bristol Glass has been chosen for glass replacement projects for home and business for over 60 years. From shower doors to auto glass and mirror replacement, Bristol Glass is ready to do the job. They accept most insurance plans and serve several communities around the Attleboro area. They're open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. You can contact them at 508-222-5810 and on the web at bristolglass.com.
Does your back hurt after a long night's sleep? Has your mattress seen better days? Is your current bedroom furniture a mixture of different furniture sets? The Bedding Center, located on Pleasant Street and proud sponsor of this radio station and high school sports, offers a wide array of mattresses along with beds, bedroom furniture, and odd-sized mattresses and box springs. You can reach them online at bedding-center.com or by phone at 508-226-8090.
Good afternoon and welcome to AACS 15 Sports for this afternoon's coverage of Attleboro Lady Bombardiers and the Norton Lancers. Live, we are in the flight deck. I'm Kevin Callahan along with Pat Holland. Pat Holland will be joining me in just a moment. Attleboro coming in with a 9-9 record, currently ranked number 28 in the Division I power rankings after a huge win over number 9 King Philip, which bumped them up 4 spots in the power rankings. Norton coming in at 11-8, ranked number 8 in the Division III power rankings. Norton, if you're wondering why an 11-8 team is ranked so high, that is because they booked themselves a very tough schedule. The Tri-Valley League is a good league, but their non-conference games are also very good opponents as well. So, and again, Norton, the Division III team, playing Division I Attleboro. What's on the line today? Attleboro wins, they clinch a playoff spot. They lose, they may need some hope tomorrow when they play at Framingham High School, who's ranked number 13. I'm Kevin Callahan, along with Pat Holland, who will be joining us in 1 second. Attleboro wins the opening tip-off. Tia Williamson, Lily Diddick, Lola Ronayne, Shea Bowden, and Avery James get the start for Attleboro. Williamson with the ball at the free throw line. Kicks it out to Avery James, wide open for a three. First three attempt of the day is good. Avery James for 3, and it's 3-0 early. We are in the opening seconds.
Yeah, it's a good sign for Attleboro. Avery James hitting her first shot.
Not waiting for the second half with the ball right now. Carly McDonald.
Playing a little zone.
Yeah, and I think at times Attleboro's been very effective in the zone this year. Back to McDonald, over to number 2, Reese Perry, no good from 3. And I think Williamson came down with the rebound.
Ronan.
Oh, Ronan with the rebound, thank you. Bowden with the ball at the top of the key at the free throw line. Oh, and a nice little give and go. Bowden up and in, and quickly 5-0 for Attleboro. And Coach Dan Langmead with a quick timeout at the 7:05 mark, just 55 seconds into the first quarter. Again, I'm Kevin Callahan. Pat, welcome to the broadcast here on WARA 1320 AM, WARAradio.com, and WACS 15 Sports.
Yeah, afternoon little matinee for us.
Little matinee. We both were able to arrange our work schedule, so we are indeed here in the house, in the flight deck. Trying to get Paul to say that a little bit more frequently, but so how are you today?
We're good. We're good. 2 great games last night here in the Bombardier Classic for the boys' side, and good to be back here this afternoon for this game, which, as you said, big game for Attleboro, looking to clinch the Division I tournament today, take care of business at home, and then go on the road tomorrow at Framingham and just tune up.
Right.
So good start.
Off to a good start, 5-0. But as you saw, you were covering the boys' tournament here in Attleboro yesterday, and when you have Bridgewater Raynham, who was favored against Wellesley, and they were probably favored by a lot, and Wellesley for 3.5 quarters was winning the game. So early leads don't always translate to guaranteed victories. But yeah, good point, good start for Attleboro. Norton looking to play a bit of a 5-out, maybe 3-out. There's a 3-point attempt from number 12. Carly McDonald, no good, and a jump ball.
I'm going to stay staying with Norton.
19 on the shot clock, 6:49 to go in the first quarter. It's 5-0. We'll try to give the score a little bit more frequently because we have a radio audience as well this afternoon. Did they call a foul? No, just a jump ball.
Jump ball.
Yeah, they'll switch the arrow now, which they did. Okay. I'm not quite sure what the problem is. They called the jump ball. Attleboro won the opening tip. There's no foul up on the board, but they just blew the whistle. Why did they reset the 35-second clock?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, there's a turnover anyway. Shea Bowden with the steal. Tipped away by number 34, Avery Tinkham. And so that's a turnover. Norton come back the other way. I'm not quite sure what was going on with the clock there. There's a little 2-point little floater attempt for Carly McDonald, and Norton on the board as they now trail 5-2. Little bit of a full court press by Norton. Williamson sets the pick at midcourt. Bowden comes through over to James. James with a up and under right-handed layup attempt. No good. Rebound back the other way now for Norton. Norton coming up the right wing as that's Tinkham with the ball over to number 4, McIntyre. McIntyre from 2, no good. Williamson with the rebound and a held ball, and that will go Attleboro's way this time. Good sportsmanship on the part of Reese Perry, helping to pick up Tia Williamson. So a fresh 35-second clock on the jump ball. Full court press by Norton. Attleboro has struggled at times against a full court press, but has done better recently in the last few weeks. Bowden up at the top of the key. To the right side, over to James. James on the right side, shot. Pat, did that hit the backboard?
It looked like it might have kissed it high.
Kissed the top of the backboard and just kind of sat in. 8-2 in favor of Attleboro.
Avery James 2 for 2 now from 3. Quick 6 points.
Good defense by Bowden and Diddick. And again, we've seen this, a quick jump ball, a little bit faster in girls than basketball. I'd like to say hi to Diane Elias, who's listening to us at work today. She'll watch the rebroadcast later. I'm not sure if she works in Peabody, but she's listening and she'll be watching, so she's a number 1 fan.
She can send us some roast beef sandwiches from Land and Sea. That would be much appreciated.
Good ball movement by Norton. 10 on the shot clock. Over to Tinkham. Tinkham from 3 is good.
That was a good stroke from Tinkham.
Averaging 13.2 points a game. It is 8-5. And inbound pass stolen. It looked like Norton may have gotten away with a travel, but Reese Perry up and in. It's 8-7. Attleboro a little bit careless with the ball in the last possession. Norton within 1. Bounce pass and a timeout for Bree Bracken. So both coaches, Pat, using a timeout in the first 3 minutes of the game.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't like what you see. Let's try to stop it now and have a quick discussion. And obviously, Coach Bracken's going to have a discussion on hey, how are we going to break this press? Right? Got to move your feet. We need more movement.
Right.
Some give the inbounder some options.
And, the inbounder, and I think most people know, but what the heck, it's worth repeating. The inbounder can run up and down the baseline after a made basket. It's after a miss that they can't. So if it's not there and you've got the 5 full seconds, and it's the referee's 5 count, which can be a little bit slower at times, where they do the whole arm out at 1, 2. And sometimes it comes out to be about 6.5 seconds. So settle down. They have some good inbounds plays from underneath the basket, and just take a chance and run it effectively. So I do think that's a good timeout. Reese Perry, Molly McIntyre, Kylie Salem, Carly McDonald, and Avery Tinkham are the starting 5 for Norton. And we mentioned Attleboro starters on the floor right now. Shea Bowden, Lola Ronayne, Tia Williamson, Lily Diddick, and Avery James going 4 across, all lined up at the free throw line. Into Williamson. Williamson looking for help. And that ball goes, Williamson said that it was deflected by McIntyre, but I think the referees determined it went off her foot.
Yeah, that's what it looked like for me from here, way up in the, what do you call it?
The flight deck.
Yeah, the flight deck. Sky nest.
Flight
gotcha.
deck. It's a whole history lesson, Pat.
That's what we're here for.
We are in school, right?
That's true.
It is vacation week. Anyway, 8-7 in favor of Norton. Norton will take their first lead of the game. Attleboro had jumped out to a 5-0 lead. There's Tinkham over to Salem. Skip pass over to McDonald. Back to Tinkham. Tinkham driving in for 2. Goes up against Williamson. No good. Rebound. I didn't see who got the rebound.
Little block
Salem?
there.
So Attleboro comes away with it. Bowden slows it down wisely. Lets Callie Salem pass by. Bowden leaves it for James. James at the top of the three-point circle. Over to Bowden. Bowden goes left, looking to go baseline, kicks it back out to James, but deflected away by Carly McDonald. It will stay with Attleboro. 18 seconds on the shot clock. 4:19 in the first quarter. Attleboro leading 8-7.
Yeah, good hands by McDonald. She's real active on the defensive end.
5 count on Bowden. Gets to about 4. Passing to Diddick. Diddick for long range 3. Short. Actually, a better pass. Actually.
On the floor, yeah. So they have a foul on Norton.
And his first foul of the game, that goes to Molly McIntyre, her first team first. And I agree, that was on the floor. Williamson wanted to shoot, but she was fouled before she could get the shot. Into Diddick. Diddick quickly out to James. Again, Attleboro with a fresh 35 after the first foul of the game. Bounce pass over to Bowden. Bowden looking to drive on the right baseline. Look for 8. James wasn't there. Diddick now deep to Williamson. 20 on the shot. Back to Bowden. Attleboro's kind of bunched together, looking to spread out a little bit more now. Bowden backed up by Tinkham. Good defense there. Kicks it out to James. James thought about the 3. 10 on the shot. Now goes the foul line. Bounces into Williamson. Out to Bowden. Bowden takes a 3. Not necessarily her game, but good to see her try once in a while. No good. Rebound Attleboro. And Ronayne overthrows Williamson. So it will go back to Norton ball. As you see, or maybe you don't, Coach Bracken putting her hands, settle down.
Yep, slow down.
Settle down.
Four turnovers.
And we've seen Attleboro get in trouble with turnovers earlier this year. They've gotten better at that as the season's going on. Tinkham, a long range 3 is good. Tinkham has 6. And Norton with their first lead of the game at 10-8, 3:15 to go, first quarter. Williamson back to Bowden. Ooh, I'm not sure if Bowden did a double dribble there.
Right.
Referees determined she did not have control of the first dribble. We got our first sub ready to come in. Bowden up for 2, no good. And Norton bringing back the other way. Just under 3 minutes to go. Norton with the lead. There's McDonald at the top of the three-point circle over to Salem. Salem going from right to left. Good quick hands by Avery James. She saves it, rolls it back to Lola Ronayne, who's now bringing up the court over the Bowden. Back to James. Not the cleanest steal, but I got the job done as Norton retreated.
Goes in the book.
Goes in the book, exactly. Like a line drive in softball and baseball. Long range 3, I think that was blocked.
Block, yeah.
But Attleboro gets the rebound. Now James with a floater, up and in for James. 10-10, 2:18 to go, first quarter.
8 for Avery James.
Salem bringing the ball up, hands it off to McDonald. McDonald picks up her dribble, over to Tinkham. Back to McIntyre. Now McDonald on the right side. Norton kind of going with like a 5-out, kind of like a 2-1-2. Long range three for Pinkham off the backboard, no good. Rebound, Attleboro, Ronayne.
Ronayne with her third rebound. Lily Diddick was wide open under the basket.
Like to see that just a little bit more. The eyes wide open to see who is open, get the easier shot if possible. Ronayne dribbling in, kicks it back out to James. 15 on the shot, goes down low to Williamson against the double team. Is up and in. Williamson's got her first 2 of the game. Attleboro retakes the lead, 12-10.
Nice finish. A lot of contact down there too, but nice finish by Tia.
Down low to Perry. Perry goes for a shot, but she is fouled. And this will be Attleboro's first foul of the game.
That's going to go on Tia Williamson.
Important for Williamson to stay out of foul trouble. No, they gave it to
Oh,
Ronayne.
they gave it to Ronayne.
Interesting. Her first, team first. And at the line is Reese Perry. Hits the first one. Norton now trails as Christelle St. Ville checking in. And number 13 is Madden Ribeiro checking in. And it looks like Julia Miller will check in for the shooter. So that's why the free throw shooter misses. That way they don't have to check out, Pat. Little known trick. I don't want to come out of the game. I'll miss. Sure she didn't miss on purpose. Williamson looking to drive, goes up and gets fouled. And I'm not sure if that was a design shot or if that was deflected. But either way, there was a foul against Norton. The second team foul.
Yeah, second on McIntyre.
Second against McIntyre. 2 for Williamson at the line. And now Julia Miller will be able to check in for Norton. First shot attempt is short. Checking out is Molly McIntyre. Julia Miller averaging 3 rebounds on this season. Going with an assist and a steal. Second shot, no good. Rebound tipped by Ronayne, but couldn't get a handle on it. Goes over to Norton, and here comes McDonald up the court. Top of the key to the left side. There's Tinkham on the left side. Goes against 2 people. Lefty layup, no good. Rebound Williamson. Over to St. Ville. St. Ville's got a lot of space on the right side. She comes flying up the right side over to Williamson at the top of the key. Now at the free throw line, Williamson goes up. Weird angle for Williamson, but it worked. Off the left side. Attleboro with a 14-11 lead. 40 seconds to go, first quarter. McDonald brings the ball across the timeline, guarded by St. Ville. Down low to Ribeiro. Ribeiro over to Perry, but stolen. Who stole that ball, Pat?
Deflected by Avery James to Ronayne.
Now Avery with the ball, 24 seconds, long range 3, rainbow jumper is good.
11 points for Avery James. She's 3 for 3 from 3-point. 3 for 4.
3 for 4. But 3 for 3 would be really good. But 3 for 4 is pretty good. 17-11, 9 seconds to go, first quarter. Perry over to McDonald. McDonald for 3, no good. Good position by Ronayne. Gets the rebound, and the quarter comes to an end. So 17 points for Attleboro, 11 for Norton. Pat, your thoughts, first quarter?
Yeah, it's a good first quarter for Attleboro. Obviously, Avery James getting off to a quick start with 11 out of the 17 points. They came out quick in Norton, took that quick timeout, and then they've gotten into their offensive set. Obviously, Attleboro's going to have to key in on Tinkham, keeping her in check from outside the three-point land.
Okay, when we come back, we will have second quarter action for you here on WARAradio.com, AM 1320 and AACS 15 Sports.
W.H. Riley is here when it comes to heating your home or business this winter. W.H. Riley & Son always welcomes new customers. They're a family-run business serving the Attleboro area since 1873. They offer heating oil and propane with 24-hour emergency service. For more information, you can contact them at 508-699-4651 or their website, whriley.com. W.H. Riley & Son, 35 Chestnut Street, North Attleboro, a company Greater Attleboro residents have called on since 1873.
And welcome back to just about to start second quarter action. For Reese Perry, Norton 3 points, Carly McDonald 2, Avery Tinkham 6. Pat, what do you have for Attleboro for points?
Avery James leading them with 11, Tia Williamson with 4, and Shea Bowden with 2. Ronan with four rebounds.
Checking in for Attleboro, Callahan goes down low to Williamson. St. Ville, Callahan. And the first 3 attempt is good for Callahan. She's got 3. To complete that, Diddick, Williamson, Callahan, St. Ville, and James on the floor for Attleboro right now. And maybe a travel got away there by Salem. Score 20-11. Salem with the ball at the top of the key, looking for help. Attleboro looks like they're back to that 2-3 zone. Got it up top by James and St. Ville. Now over the right side where Diddick is. Perry from a long-range 3, no good. Rebound, Diddick. And Williamson has the ball looking right, has St. Ville across the timeline with about 3 seconds to go on the timeline. St. Ville at the top of the key. Attleboro leading 20-11, 7 minutes to go, second quarter. St. Ville kind of going one-on-one, looking for James. Has James from the right side. That's her spot, and good. James has 14.
Yeah, dare we say, in Fuego.
Look at you bringing us
4
into
for 5.
bringing in the multicultural audience there with the Fuego. That's fire, right?
Back to my old UMass days. Carmelo Travieso.
Ribeiro for 3, no good. Diddick with good positioning on the rebound, comes away with it. 23-11 in favor of Attleboro. 6:30 to go, second quarter. St. Ville brings the ball across the timeline, guarded by McDonald. St. Ville to Williamson. Williamson looks to drive, and was that tipped away or was that kneed away?
I thought it went off Williamson, but from our vantage point, but
I thought it may have gone off Williamson as well.
Yeah, they're saying it's staying this way, so we'll go with their eyes because they're closer than us. Because we're way up here in the
flight deck.
The skyloft. What do you call it?
Skybox seats. St. Ville Diddick has positioning. She goes to Williamson, but it goes off the arm of Molly McIntyre. She had Diddick. Would have liked to have seen her go left instead of right there. Could take a nice shift. Back to McDonald. 3-point attempt, no good. Diddick tips it to herself with the rebound. Out to Callahan. Callahan back to St. Ville. St. Ville to Callahan off her head. Tinkham steals it back. And now Tinkham kind of goes off her knee. Double team, leaving McDonald wide open. Back to Tinkham, where she's got a great shot from the left side, and good. Tinkham's got 9.
Yeah, it looks like there was a little bit of confusion on the defensive end for Attleboro, leaving Tinkham wide open in the corner.
Yeah, it started with some confusion on the offensive end, and I think everybody was just out of position on Attleboro. Avery James with a floater. You think she's feeling it, Pat?
She's feeling it.
She's got 16. Score is 25-14, 5:30 to go. Second quarter, Attleboro, a lot on the line for the Bombardiers. Trying to get that elusive 10th win, which will put them into the playoffs. Extra step there, throws off the legs. Does Miller off Williamson's leg, but not a kick. James comes away with it. And looking for Williamson down low. Does that kind of spin move again. Does Williamson off the left side of the backboard, and good. Williamson has 6, and Attleboro 2, 4, 10 is off to a 10-3 start this quarter to advance their lead to 27-14. Pat, good 3 minutes, so almost 3 minutes so far for Attleboro.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
I missed something somewhere.
You get the 3 for Tinkham this quarter?
I got the 3 for Tinkham.
And
that's all they have,
Norton,
right?
Yep, and James has 5, Callahan has 3, and Williamson has 2.
That's right. I did. I put Callahan in the first quarter. So all right, now we're good.
Gotta catch you up to speed.
Obviously, Avery James 3 for 4 from 3-point land. Now you draw that defense out. She's able to go, dribble, drive, and hit a easy bunny.
Yes.
Your word.
Gotta make the bunnies. Gotta make the bunnies.
So that's what happens when Avery James gets off to a quick start, especially from outside the arc. It gives her more options to, now you're drawing that defender out. You can drive to the hole.
Well, sometimes it's as simple, Pat, as, okay, we have to double Tia Williamson. Then Avery James starts hitting. Okay, we have to double Avery James.
Create space.
Leaving room down low. Quick production note, we made a major upgrade. We lost Peter Bray, but we got Austin Ricketts now on camera. That's an upgrade. Sorry, Peter, but we had to go to, we had to call for the righty reliever. Long relief, Austin Ricketts on camera. We also have Ava Holland on graphics. You know anything about her?
I don't.
You don't. Jim Jones, engineer in charge. I'm Kevin Callahan along with Pat Holland. 5:04 to go, second quarter. Norton with the ball. Forgot to mark the second time out, which I will now do. Now, take him with the ball. Norton moving the ball just a little bit quicker. Nice up fake. If I take a block shot by, not a block shot by Callahan, but a foul on Callahan. That'll be Jenna's first, team first. Looked like she got a lot of ball there.
Yeah,
but
I didn't see any contact, but
I might have my dad goggles on here too, but which is also possible.
yeah.
Tinkham from the line. First shot is good. Tinkham averaging 13.2 points on the season. 4.5 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals.
She has 10.
And misses the second. Rebound, Williamson over to Bowden. Attleboro leading 27-15. James from the left side fakes. Does that little runner, floating runner. No good. Rebound, Norton. McDonald on the far side over to, I know the foul's on Ronayne, and that was McIntyre that went in hard for the layup, missed, but gets fouled by Ronayne. And for Ronayne, that's her second, team second. And getting ready to check back in will be Lily Diddick. I'm assuming for Ronayne because she has 2. First shot attempt for McIntyre, no good. And look at me, Pat. It's like I can coach. I knew that substitution was coming. It had nothing to do with the 2 fouls. It's just the knowledge of the game, right?
Yes.
Second shot attempt, no good. Goes off Bowden's head after it was tipped by Perry off Bowden's head. So Norton gets the ball back with a fresh 35. McDonald from 3 over to Perry. Over to Tinkham. Tinkham down low to McIntyre. McIntyre kicks it back out to Salem. Over to McDonald. Down low to Salem. Back to Tinkham for 3. No good. Rebound Diddick. And Bowden dribbles through traffic and is fouled along the way. Theodore gets 34 or 11. We'll see who they give that to.
Diddick up to 5 rebounds now.
They give that foul to Avery Tinkham. That's her first, team first. So that foul is on the floor. 4:10 to go, second quarter. Attleboro leading 27-15. Callahan inbounds it to Bowden with a fresh 35 in the shot clock. Callahan back to Bowden at the top. Bowden over to James. James can shoot from anywhere. Williamson on the left side. She has lived on that left side, I think, for all 8 of her points.
Yeah, it was a nice feed by Avery James, too.
29-15 in favor of Attleboro.
Tee up to 8 on the game.
Salem over to Tinkham. Tinkham to McDonald. Again, moving the ball fast. Back to McDonald. There's a bump on Williamson. No call, so that's going to be Norton ball. Williamson might have got away with one there. Kind of like a hip check in hockey. Legal in hockey, not legal in basketball.
I thought the Norton player created the contact.
Okay.
So I'm good with the no call.
A lot of times I am good with the no call. Let the people play. Quick pass from Callahan to Williamson as they get it over the timeline. Williamson dribbling, kicks out to the left side. Callahan from a long 2, misses. Good pass to Diddick. Diddick for a layup is good.
That was a great assist by Jenna Callahan.
Yeah, I don't know if you could officially get assist on an air ball, but 31-15. For our radio audience, it was a great pass from Callahan to Diddick. For our TV audience, it was just an air ball.
That's why our stats are unofficial.
Exactly. McDonald trying to make something happen. Dribbles in, dribbles out, over to Salem. Salem with a short 2 jumper for 2, no good. And we have a out of bounds or a foul?
Out of bounds.
So Attleboro ball?
I think Paul gives blocks out even when there's a foul called, right? That's like, I'm going to give him a block anyway.
Yeah, it looked really, really good. Okay. So Norton keeps control of the ball with now 10 on the shot clock.
Good steal.
Good steal by Callahan. He's going to settle things down. Diddick over to Bowden to James. Oh, throws it into Tinkham. Somehow James gets the ball back. 23 on the shot clock. And that ended up being just a sloppy possession. I think it went off the foot of Diddick, but Callahan said it was tipped, but nobody's listening to her. So
that's 7 turnovers for Attleboro. You got 5 for Norton.
2:35 to go, second quarter. 31-15 in favor of Attleboro. Salem with the ball. Averaging 7.8 points on the season. Does a little stutter step, guarded by James, and is fouled by James. For Avery, that's her first, team third. Avery didn't like the call, but I did think there was some contact there. So Salem, again, averaging 7.8 points. She gets 5 rebounds a game. First shot attempt is good. to go along with 1.8 assists and 2.2 steals. I'd like to thank Coach Dan Langmead for all the notes that he was able to provide ahead of time. And the second shot is good. 31-17, 2:20 to go in the second quarter. Inbound pass, kind of a lazy pass from Bowden. Stolen, but given back to Avery James. Attleboro's got some numbers going up the court. James to Diddick. Norton hustles back, so it's 5-on-5. Bowden to James, top of the key. Callahan from the left. Three-point attempt is off the rim, no good. Rebound Diddick. Diddick goes up for a 2-point layup attempt, no good. And Attleboro comes away with the ball. Good hustle by Attleboro, and I was marking my book, and did they call a foul on
They
Norton?
called a foul on Norton. I believe it's on
Number 11?
Number 11.
That's the case. Callie
Callie
Sale.
Salem, yeah, her first.
Team
Team second.
Second, okay, yeah. So not too many fouls, but that was a shooting foul. Interesting.
Yeah,
Mia
I
Cooper looking to check in.
Wasn't sure what they were going to call there.
Diddick from the line. Her first shot attempt is good. Mia Cooper checking into the game. Jenna Callahan checking out. Mia Cooper, the freshman, averaging about 1.8 points a game. Diddick's second shot attempt is no good. And Norton comes away with the rebound. Coming up the court is Carly McDonald and her 8.5 points a game. Stop, pop, shot from the right side, no good. Rebound Williamson. Bowden coming away with the ball. 1:35 to go, second quarter. Attleboro leading by 15, 32-17. Down low to Williamson. Williamson drives, loses the handle on the ball, and it's going to go Norton ball. It's always interesting to lose the handle like that, but basically the referees are saying that she just lost the handle.
Right.
And, no tip or anything like that. Here comes Norton back up the court. 1:25 to go. Salem with the ball. Guarded by James. Over to McDonald. Guarded by Bowden. Runs into a double team. Kicks it all the way out. Tinkham from deep. Finds a seam right up the paint. And layup attempt no good, but there is a foul on the floor. Let's see who that foul goes
Avery
against.
James, her second.
Her second, team fourth. Putting Avery Tinkham at the line where she is 1 for 2. She has 10 points on the game. She has 10 of Norton's 17. First shot attempt is good. Now she has 11 of the 18. Second shot attempt is also good. She's now 3 for 4. Attleboro leading 32-19, 1:10 to go. Over to Cooper. Cooper to Williamson. Back to Bowden. Gets over the timeline with 30 on the shot clock. To James. Passes up the 3. Does a little floating 2. And good for Avery James. James with 18. Is that right? 18? 34-19. Under a minute to go. Second quarter. Bounce pass to Miller. Miller looking to create something. Does. Draws a foul against Lily Diddick. That will be Diddick's first, team 5th. So team bonus for Attleboro.
No. Yeah.
Oh, they gave it to Williamson? Oh, no, they were. Sorry. So now shooting 2 is Julia Miller. She averages 3 rebounds a game. She gets an assist, 1.1 assists, and 0.6 steals a game for the Lancers. She misses her first. 46.4 seconds to go in the first half. Attleboro leading 34-19. Second shot attempt, no good. Williamson pulls down the rebound over to Bowden. Be about a 8-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. 38 seconds to go in the half. Avery James looking to do does a little floater, no good. Rebound McDonald. And Tinkham quickly, fast-paced transition defense. Beautiful pass back to Miller. Miller's got her first 2. And Norton now cuts the lead 34-21. Attleboro, 19 seconds to go in the half. Looks like they might play for final shot. Bowden with the ball, guarded by Tinkham. Bowden, 8 seconds to go. Gives it to Williamson down low. Hard off the glass, but good. Williamson has 6 this quarter and 10 for the game. Norton's got 1 second left to get a shot off. They do get a shot off. Oh, high over the glass. I don't even count that one. That was a rush shot. So we were at the half. Attleboro with a 19-point second quarter, 36 for the half. and Norton with a 10-point second quarter. So the first quarter, Attleboro outscored Norton 17-11. They increased the lead with a 19-10 second quarter. Pat, your thoughts on the first half before we go to break?
Yeah, Attleboro really just took over the game there in that second quarter. Obviously led by Avery James with 18. Started getting Tia Williamson going down low. I'm pretty impressed so far by the way they've played. So, got to keep Tinkham in check. She got 10 of the 21, right?
Actually 12.
12.
12 of the 21, yeah. So when we come back, we will have some first half numbers for you, some recaps of the first half. We'll prognosticate a bit of the second half, as well as go over the playoff implications of this game for both teams when we come back on WARA 1320 AM, WARAradio.com, and AACS 15 Sports.
Thank you to Barrows Insurance for sponsoring programming on WARA 1320 AM. Barrows Insurance, a third-generation agency, has been proudly serving southeastern Massachusetts since 1977. They pride themselves on their relationship with clients, helping them find coverage to fit their needs. Barrows has access to insurance carriers across New England and the U.S. They'll get you coverage on everything from cars and homes to businesses. You can contact Barrows Insurance at 508-339-7260 or visit them online at barrowsins.com.
W.H. Riley is here when it comes to heating your home or business this winter. W.H. Riley & Son always welcomes new customers. They're a family-run business serving the Attleboro area since 1873. They offer heating oil and propane with 24-hour emergency service. For more information, you can contact them at 508-699-4651 or their website, whriley.com. W.H. Riley & Son, 35 Chestnut Street, North Attleboro, a company Greater Attleboro residents have called on since 1873.
Claudino's Auto Repair, located at 310 South Main Street in Attleboro, is celebrating 30 years in the auto and truck repair business. Over the years, John Claudino and his team of mechanics have worked to build a long-lasting rapport with their customers, from oil changes to diagnostics, transmissions, and routine maintenance on foreign and domestic cars and trucks. Claudino's will keep your vehicle running. Claudino's Auto Repair, 508-226-8545 or at claudinosautorepair.com. Bristol Glass, 110 North Main Street in Attleboro, has supported local high school sports for many years. Bristol Glass has been chosen for glass replacement projects for home and business for over 60 years. From shower doors to auto glass and mirror replacement, Bristol Glass is ready to do the job. They accept most insurance plans and serve several communities around the Attleboro area. They're open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. You can contact them at 508-222-5810 and on the web at bristolglass.com.
And welcome back. We are at the half here from the flight deck, where Attleboro is enjoying a 36-21 lead over the Norton Lancers. For Attleboro scorers, Shea Bowden has 2 points on 1 for 3 shooting. Avery James leading all scorers with 18 on 7 for 11 shooting. Jenna Callahan has 3 points on 1 for 3 shooting. Tia Williamson has 10 points. Pat, she's 5 for 5 shooting. With nice spin moves on the left side of the glass and one right up the middle. Lily Diddick has 3 points on 1 for 3 shooting. From the line, Tia Williamson is 0 for 2, and Lily Diddick is 1 for 2. That should all equal 36, and I'm going to assume it does. For Norton, Reese Perry has 3 points on 1 for 3 shooting. She's also 1 for 2 from the line. Julia Miller has 2 points on 1 for 1 shooting. She is 0 for 2 from the line. Molly McIntyre, 0 for 1 from the line, and 0 for 1 from the field, 0 for 2 from the line. Callie Salem, 0 for 2 from the field, but has 2 points as she's 2 for 2 from the line. Collie McDonald has 4 points on 2 of 6 shooting from the floor. Maddie Ribeiro, no points, 0 for 1 shooting from the floor. And leading scorer for Norton, Avery Tinkham, on 3 of 7 shooting from the floor and 3 of 4 shooting from the line, has 12 points. So 12 and 4 is 16, 18, 20. That equals 23, so I made a mistake somewhere. They're at 21, so I'll double-check those numbers. Pat, what do you have for rebounds and as such?
Rebounding, Lily Diddick has 7. Tia Williamson with 4. Lola Ronayne with 4. I have Jenna Callahan with 1. Not many on the Norton side. So Attleboro's done a great job on the offensive end, but Miller has 2, Molly McIntyre with 2, and several others, but 1 each.
The mayor of Norton in the house, Peter Wiggins. Pat, can I just go over points with you? Do you have Reese Perry for 3?
For Norton?
Yes, I'm sorry, for Norton.
I have Reese Perry with 3, Julia Miller with 2, Callie Salem with 1, Carly McDonald with 2, and Avery Tinkham with 12.
All right, after Callie Salem, who you said Carly McDonald had how many?
2.
2. Oh, okay. I see my mistake now. And actually, does Callie Salem have 4 then? 12 and 2 is 14, 16, 18. I think Callie Salem has 2. I think she's 2 for 2 from the line, Pat.
2 for 2?
Yes, because that equals 21 now. Okay. And for Attleboro, 18 and 2 is 20, 23, 33, 36. Attleboro, my number is equal for Attleboro. Okay. I invented for myself last night during the boys' game a new way of scoring, and I'm still working out some of the bugs, but I got better shooting percentages overall. However, as you can tell, I can confuse myself at times. So Pat, going into the second half, Mott's more of the same. What do you think for Attleboro? And what are you going to do if you're Norton?
Yeah, I think Norton. Obviously Norton needs to keep Avery James in check. I mean, that's the best first half I've seen out of Avery James. In Attleboro's just dominating the boards currently, and I think Norton needs to get more players involved. I mean, can't just be Tinkham. You got to get McDonald. You got to get Callie Salem and Reese Perry involved a little bit more on the offensive end.
Absolutely. I mean, in Attleboro, shooting 15 of 25 from the floor. Again, led by Avery James, 7 of 11, and Tia Williamson, 5 for 5.
Which makes sense because I only have Norton with 8 rebounds.
Wow.
So
14, 21. Yeah, 21 shots for Norton in the first half, 25 for Attleboro. 2, 4, 7 of 21. So Norton has made 7 field goals. So they are shooting 33%, whereas 15 for 25. What's that, 60% off the top of my head?
Yep.
So important for Attleboro to. It's tough, as you know, Pat. You've been doing these games now for a while. Tough to keep up 60%. Most likely, you're going to see that drop down to like 50 or 40. So it's going to be important for Attleboro to keep a defensive pressure and know that Norton may start hitting more shots to get closer to their probably 40% as well.
I have Attleboro 1 for 4 from the foul line, and I have Norton 6 for 12.
Yeah, so that's you hate if you're both teams leaving any points on the board. It's
right.
6 for 12 is 50%. Attleboro 25% from the line. Normally, you like to see them get to the line. I'd like to see Avery James get to the line. She's about an 86% free throw shooter. Yep. Pat, this game's huge implications. If Attleboro wins, they're in. If they lose this game because they're playing a Division III opponent, it could knock them. I don't think it'll knock them out because of the quality of victories they do have over, say, an Oliver Ames and now a King Philip.
Yep.
Most recently. However, you could undo a lot of the good that they just did this previous Friday if they end up losing this game. And for Norton. Waiting for Norton to come back out.
I'm just looking, and Norton hasn't come out of the locker room yet with a minute left in the halftime.
I guess if they don't come back out, the game won't be as important for Norton. I'm assuming they all come back out.
Yeah, I mean, it's important for a lot of reasons, not only to obviously secure your spot and not have to worry about tomorrow, but it's also about, hey, now we've put a couple wins together in a row. You start to get streaky. Sometimes it's not a matter of just making the tournament. It's playing your best basketball as you're heading into the tournament.
Absolutely.
And as you see it, especially now that the tournaments have changed and it's wide open, right?
Wide open.
You can see these upsets, a 32 beating a 1, because it's just the nature of it. The 30.
If you're
depending on how you're playing.
If you're going to shoot 60%, anybody can beat anybody. Again, Attleboro beating King Philip based on numbers alone was a huge upset. Norton, should Norton lose this game, their goal then becomes to get this thing down to under 10. because they're playing a Division I team as a Division III. You want to actually hold on to that 8. They may even be able to bump up to a 7, depending on margin of victory, if they get the win over a Division I team. It's a huge comeback, and they may get bumped up that way. Again, you want to hold on to home court as long as you can,
Right.
as well, before you get to the neutral sites, which usually happen in the Final Four. Norton has indeed returned for the second half. Just barely. Let's just take. No, we'll stay right here. We are moments away from the second half tip-off. We'll see who Attleboro throws out again.
Yeah.
Attleboro leading 36-21.
And I'm sure Coach Bracken was, happy with that first half. But let's
don't be
not get
satisfied.
complacent. Let's not be satisfied. Let's come out and just put the pressure on them again. Hopefully they can keep Avery James hot. This is by far the best I've seen her play in the first half of a game this season.
Again, 7 for 11 shooting for 18 points. Attleboro returns their starting 5, but Norton starts with Colin McDonald over to McIntyre. McIntyre to that Gavin. Nope, not McIntyre. McDonald. Sure, they'll be looking for Tinkham, who leads the team with 12. 15 on the shot. McDonald for 3, no good. And fighting for the rebound, coming away with it, is Bowden. Bowden over to Ronayne. Surprisingly, Ronayne off the scoreboard with 0. Not that they've needed her.
Right.
But Ronayne has gotten her average up over 7 and has had as high as, I believe it was a 17 or an 18-point game against Franklin. So she is an offensive threat. Bowden from three-point land so far. Goes to Diddick. Diddick inside the three-point circle. Look at the drive. 10 on the shot. Tries to go down low to Williamson and turns it over. Kind of like a weird pass.
That's
kind
a
of like
tough
right
pass
at the foot.
for Tia Williamson to handle down there, that close to the net.
So 1 minute into the third quarter. Both teams using, Attleboro using 1 timeout. Norton used 2. 1 in the first and 1 in the second. So Norton has 3 timeouts left. Attleboro has 4. McDonald over to Salem. Salem goes up against a double team and is fouled. If that's James, that might be her 3rd. We'll see who they give that foul
That
to.
is. Yep.
And they give it to Avery James.
Certainly not what Coach Bracken wants to see, a minute and a half into the third quarter.
When you're leading scorer with 18, literally half the points.
She looks down the bench.
And first shot attempt for Salem, no good. Nobody up yet. Now Callahan does get up. We'll see if they let Avery go or if she comes in on a made shot.
My coaching experience tells me that she's coming in for Avery James.
That's your coaching experience. Second shot attempt is good, and whoa,
There it is. Hey,
look at you.
prognosticator of all
Exactly.
prognosticators.
It's amazing what you learn. Full court press by Norton, probably wise. It's been disruptive at times. Bowden against the double team, comes up the right wing in front of the scorer's table, around the pick by Callahan. Bowden down low to Williamson. Williamson off the backboard, missed. Rebound, Ronayne is good! We just mentioned how Ronayne was not on the board, and boom. She gets on the board for her first 2. Attleboro increases their lead 38-22, and that foul does go against Carly McDonald, her first, team first.
Yeah, Lola's 5th rebound. Put back is good, and now she'll try to finish the old school 3.
Old school 3. And decent backspin, but does not go. But Williamson, I think we'll have one of those loose ball, jump ball situations. He'll stay with Attleboro. 33 on the shot clock, which I'm not, again, I think there should be 35 on the shot because it was off a free throw. Nobody had possession.
Right.
Oh, great seal down to Williamson, but she gets fouled, could not finish. Williamson got seal on the inbound pass from Bowden, just couldn't finish. However, does get fouled, and the foul goes against Molly McIntyre, her 3rd, team 2nd. And Williamson is at the line shooting 2. Williamson with 10 first half points. Oh, and Aaron Wolf, the athletic trainer, I think Callie Salem got a little bit of blood on the court. They're going to tend to her. She seems okay, but she is being tended to by the athletic trainer. They'll take a break. We'll take a quick break with 6:34 to go in the third quarter. Attleboro leading 38-22 on WARA 1320 AM and WARAradio.com.
LJ's Car Wash, located just past the Attleboro line on Route 123 in Norton, is available for all of your vehicle cleaning needs. Open every day beginning at 8 a.m., LJ's has the equipment to clean your vehicles inside and out, from 24-hour heated self-serve bays to full detailing service and everything in between. For more information, you can contact them at 508-223-3278 or on their website at ljscarwash.com. carwash.com.
And we're back.
And we're back, yes. Tia Williamson going for her second shot. First shot is good. You have to go for your first shot before you go for your second.
True.
39-22. Attleboro's been very effective in the zone tonight. We'll see if they continue to play a zone defense in the second half. Williamson now 1 for 3 from the line. Has 11. Second shot attempt is short. Good positioning by Reese Perry to get that rebound right in front of Lola Ronayne. Perry coming up. McDonald coming up the court. Over to Tinkham. Norton will look to get Tinkham. Oh, nice pass down low to Perry. Perry up, but is fouled. She'll go to the line shooting 2, and we'll see who that foul was against.
I think they got Williamson.
They did.
That's her first.
Her first and team second. And that puts...
It's a nice look by Pinkham.
Yes. Good court vision there. And Tinkham, again, fourth in the league, in the TVL league in scoring. Looking to play softball next year. Carly McDonald will be playing basketball at UMass Dartmouth next year. She hits the second of 2, 39-23. Callahan brings the ball up over the timeline. Double team. And
foul. Yep, they got
they call a foul. Interesting.
Yep.
Okay.
13. Looks like Madam Ribeiro.
Jenna was double teamed there, and it was in danger of a backcourt, but there was a bit of a foul. I guess maybe just a little hand check.
Yeah. Team's third.
Down to Diddick. Diddick back to a little give and go. Callahan with a little lefty runner. No good. Ronayne comes away with it. Callahan back to Williamson underneath, and Williamson gets fouled. So nice little give and go there. Just didn't go. Callahan was able to follow a shot, but then find Williamson. Williamson goes down low. She'll be shooting 2. That foul. Ooh, that's her fourth.
Team's fourth.
Team's fourth. So Attleboro will be shooting the rest of the quarter.
My assumption is Julia Miller is going to check in for McIntyre. First
shot attempt is good. Tia now has 12. Looking to extend that to 13. 40-23, 6:08 to go. I look down, Pat, was your prognostication correct?
I'm 2 for 2 now.
Second shot attempt is also good. Williamson now 3 for 6 from the line.
13 points.
41-23, 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Tinkham with the ball, being guarded by Bowden. Looks like Attleboro might be in a, can't tell if they're in a 2-3, but there's a 3-point attempt by McDonald. She's got 3. That gives her 6 on the game. 41-26, Attleboro enjoying a 15-point lead. Bowden brings the ball up. Kind of loses the handle, but not really losing the dribble. Bowden kicks it out to Callahan. Callahan from the left side. 3 is good. Callahan's got 6.
Nice stroke by Callahan.
McDonald up the floor. Over to Ribeiro, but back to McDonald. Over to Miller. Miller at the top of the three-point circle. Finds a seam, going up the paint. Nice running, righty little hook. And for Miller, she's got 4 points now. Yes. Tough counting by 2s. 44-28, 5:05 to go. Third quarter. Callahan brings it over the timeline. Works around the pick by Williamson. Finds a seam, goes up for a layup. No good. Too hard off the glass.
Yep.
And did not get back in bounds on time. Out of bounds, Callahan.
Yep.
Norton takes over.
I like the aggressiveness Jenna showed there. Just you're coming off that screen. She had an open alley to the lane. She went in there just a little bit hard up off the glass, but I like it.
Good aggressiveness and good confidence on the shot. Tinkham with the ball. Again, Norton, leading scorer for Norton with 12 in the first half. They've held her scoreless so far through the third quarter. A long 3 attempt by Miller, no good. And bit of a collision. Bowden comes away with the ball. They got numbers if they look up. Ronayne's going to drive right in. Her up for a layup, and an offensive foul against Ronayne. That's going to be her third.
That's a tough call. I'm not sure Tinkham got set.
Yeah, I agree. Checking into the game right now is Callie Salem. Checking out is Madden Ribeiro.
Coach Bracken agrees with me. She didn't get under there. She wasn't set, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, just Lola had all the momentum, but that does not mean that Norton, that Tinkham had her feet set. Lola should be at, in our opinion, should be at the line shooting too. Attleboro leading 44-28, just under 4 minutes and 20 seconds to go, third quarter. Out to Salem. Salem looking for a hole. I seen to drive to, guarded heavily by Diddick. Does a little spin move. Good defense by Diddick. They kick it all the way out to Tinkham. Tinkham guarded by Bowden. Back to Salem. Salem takes a three, and no good, but rebound goes to Miller. 2-point attempt, no good, and Ronayne coming away with the ball. Attleboro 44-28, 3:50 to go, fourth quarter. Callie at the ball, down low to Williamson, feeds her for a left-handed layup is good. Paul, I know who got that assist if you're listening.
Yeah, great look by Jenna Callahan, feeding Tia Williamson down low, and she finishes off. She's up to 15 now.
What I like about that play at 46-28, as Norton uses their third timeout, they have 2 left, is many times, like we'll see, like Attleboro's got the height advantage on both teams, between Lola, Lily, and Tia, but a lot of times they put the ball on the floor, thus making them short. What was good there, Jenna made a good pass to Tia high. And Tia caught it high and went
right up with it.
With the layup and got the points. And in a huge, I don't know if it's a huge 2 points, as Attleboro now has an 18-point lead. But if you're big, play big. Don't make yourself small.
When you have the advantage, keep the advantage, right?
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
And you like to see that. I think I've said it a few times. I haven't done as many girls games as you and Paul have, but it does seem when they do feed it down low, their first thought is to go to the floor on the dribble instead of going straight up.
And I know
where the
coach
advantage is.
stopped, and again, several of the girls had, through middle school, elementary school, and tried to get them to realize you have an advantage.
Yeah.
Don't give the other team the advantage by making yourself small.
I mean, there's only outside of maybe Foxborough, I think.
Yeah, Foxborough's got some
KP had one or two bigger players, but for the most part, they had the advantage on the height.
Yeah, they have 3 where other teams might come at you with one or two. Attleboro has all 3. They typically start all 3. And the big thing for them is just to stay out of foul trouble. And I think we're going to push on Shea Bowden. If that's the case, that's going to be her first, team 4th. So now both teams are in the bonus. Well, the next foul will put both teams in the bonus at 4. And that is indeed against Shea Bowden. So a fresh 35-second clock for Norton under their own basket. 3:35 to go in the third quarter. Attleboro leading 46-28. Julia Miller just sitting all by herself on the outside, passes up a shot. Now Salem with the ball. Back to McDonald. McDonald between the half-court line and the three-court line over to Tinkham. Tinkham on the outside looking for a seam. Goes down low to Perry. Perry past Tinkham over to Miller. Over McDonald. McDonald against Diddick. And a nice shot, but a miss. And Williamson with the rebound. Gives way to Bowden. Bowden brings up across the timeline. 3:05 to go. Third quarter. Nice bounce pass to Diddick. At the free throw line, Diddick looking for a hole. Does a little righty hook. No good. And Norton with the rebound. And fast. And St. Villa did not even see her check in. And Tinkham with the basket. And that's going to be a foul against, I believe, St. Villa, correct? Either way,
Yes.
It's the 5th foul. And for Christelle, that's her first. Checking into the game is Mia Cooper. First foul again. So Tinkham will try to complete the 3-point play. She's got 14. Now she has 15. Above her season average of 13.2. Attleboro 46-31, the same margin that they had at the half, up by 15.
Full court press.
Williamson dribbling up the right wing. Kicks it over to Cooper. Cooper to Bowden. Almost stolen by Tinkham. Bowden from the free throw line finds Williamson down low. Williamson off the glass. No good. Own rebound off the glass. No good. And foul on Diddick. Kind of like a scrum for the ball.
Yep.
And again, because Norton, Norton was on defense, so they're going to get the chance to
They're
shoot.
gonna shoot too.
So they do call that foul. They call that foul against Williamson.
Oh.
I thought they were going. I was actually going more by Lily's reaction. That's why I thought
Tia's
that she was
second.
out.
In the bonus. Is that Miller shooting? too?
Yes,
Yeah.
Miller shooting 2, where she's 0 for 2 so far, 0 for 3 on the day. Miller 3.1 rebounds, 1.1 assists, 0.6 steals on the season. Has 2 points today. and hits her. Now she has 3. 46-32. And Tinkham had the ball, and she like reluctantly gives the ball to Bowden with the inbound pass, only because she had to. Diddick brings it up the right wing, over to Williamson. Williamson now dribble, does a spin move. Thought she was going to give it to Bowden, does it. Williamson double teamed and is now fouled. And Williamson will go to the line shooting 2. And that foul was against Avery Tinkham, her second, and that's the 5th.
Yep.
I always like when my numbers equal what the numbers say on the board. 46-32 in favor of Attleboro. Get the chance to go up by 15 or 16 on this possession. First shot, no good. Williamson has been a better free throw shooter in the second half than the first half. Probably closer to 60% in the second half. In the first half of the year was under 50%, so she has improved in this game, which is good. I know she just missed both, but she is one that goes to the line a lot. Salem comes away with the rebound. McDonald, and they just tipped away, I think, by Mia Cooper at the last second. Yep. So quickly getting back. Mia Cooper, a freshman, but some have already called her the most athletic girl on the team. She is fast. And we do see her in the end of JV games quite often, and she's flying up and down the court. So she'll be a fun one to watch, not only the rest of this year, but for the next 3 years as well. Salem giving away to McDonald. 2 minutes to go, third quarter. Attleboro up by 14. McDonald, 2-point shot, no good. Rebound, Williamson. How many rebounds for Williamson, if you had to guess?
I got 7.
Okay. Feels like more.
Well, she's had the last 3.
Okay, maybe that's why it feels like more. And the ball was tipped away from Bowden. It will remain Attleboro ball, 25 on the shot clock, 1:43 to go in the third quarter. Callahan looking to inbound it. Bowden on the floor, Mia Cooper, Lily Diddick, and Tia Williamson. And down to Williamson. Williamson dribbles into the paint. Looked like the fake a pass. She almost like faked herself out there on that. And Diddick with a quick hand. And now Norton's got to hurry a little bit and get it over the timeline, which they do with about 3 seconds to spare. 1:30 to go in the third quarter. Attleboro looking to check back in. Avery James and Lola Ronayne when given the opportunity. McDonald with the ball. Looking for Tinkham.
Great defense.
Tinkham and the freshman on the senior. And Tinkham with a great play there. Drives right by. She's got 17 now. 46-34 and a giveaway with 1:10. Attleboro getting a little sloppy here in their own end, but another giveaway by Norton. Williamson comes away with the ball. Now Mia Cooper coming up the court with a minute to go in the third quarter. Attleboro leading 46-34. And Bowden gives up the ball to Tinkham. Tinkham one-on-one against Bowden, goes up for the layup, no good, but that's going to be a foul on Bowden. And for Bowden, her third, and Tinkham is at the foul line. And all of a sudden, Norton has battled their way back into this, pulling to within 12, and Tinkham already 4 for 5 from the line. Got to pull a great chance to pull with Norton within 10. With basically 8 minutes and 53 seconds to go in the game. First shot attempt, no good. Checking in for Attleboro, as mentioned, Avery James and Lola Ronayne. Checking out, Jenna Callahan and Mia Cooper. So Attleboro has their starting 5 back in. Avery James has to be a little bit careful. She has 3 fouls, as does Lola Ronayne. And the second attempt was good for Tinkham. 46-35, Bowden into Williamson. Williamson double team. Bowden with the ball. Cuts back from right to left, and another giveaway. Tinkham, great hands defensively at the end of this third quarter, allowing Norton right back into this game. Shot by McDonald, no good. Ronayne with the rebound, over to Diddick, to Bowden. Deep to James. 4-second differential on the shot clock. 3-point attempt for James, huge! She's got 21, just what the doctor ordered. Avery James for 3 to stop the bleeding. 49-35, 20 seconds to go. Norton with the ball. Shot clock off, 15 seconds. Carly McDonald from to the left of the free throw line, no good. Lola Ronayne with the rebound. She's got a lot of rebounds this game. 7 seconds, right wing, Williamson. Williamson from the free throw line goes up, and they do call a foul on...
They got number 11.
That's going to be against Carly Salem then.
I believe.
Norton fans think it's on the floor. Yeah, there's a slight disagreement with the referees and
They
the
gave
fans.
that to Carly McDonald.
Okay, that'll be her second.
Yep.
And Tia at the line, shooting 2. First shot attempt is good. Attleboro with an even 50 regained their 15-point lead that they had the half with, and an up and down third quarter for Attleboro. Second shot attempt is good. Tia hitting both. Attleboro leading 51-35, 2.3 seconds, and a half-court attempt by McDonald. Oh, around the rim and out. Oh, that would have been some great motivation going into the fourth quarter. A 14-point quarter for Norton, giving them 35 for the game. A 15-point quarter for Attleboro, giving them 51 for the game. Attleboro leading 51-35, 16-point lead. Pat, your thoughts after three?
Much of the same. I think Attleboro struggled a little bit getting in their offensive set in that third quarter, but still, still playing well. They got to hold Tinkham in check. She's clearly the offensive weapon for Norton. She's very athletic, both the offensive and obviously on the defensive side, causing havoc here at center court. With a couple steals. So.
Okay, when we come back, we'll have fourth quarter action for you here on AM 1320 WARA and WACS 15 Sports.
Thank you to Barrows Insurance for sponsoring programming on WARA 1320 AM. Barrows Insurance, a third-generation agency, has been proudly serving southeastern Massachusetts since 1977. They pride themselves on their relationship with clients, helping them find coverage to fit their needs. Barrows has access to insurance carriers across New England and the U.S. They'll get you coverage on everything from cars and homes to businesses. You can contact Barrows Insurance at 508-339-7260 or visit them online at barrowsins.com.
And welcome back. Fourth quarter just underway. Tinkham with the ball, going left to right, wearing their dock uniforms. Attleboro wearing their alternate gray uniform. Should have mentioned that earlier. 2-point attempt by McDonald. No good. Attleboro with the rebound, but we got our first foul of the fourth quarter. And I think it's going against Norton. It is. Collie Salem picking up her second, team first. Norton going back to the full court press. Bowden looking to inbound it. To Diddick, back to Bowden. Bowden coming up the left side. Closest to us. Bowden over the timeline, is now double teamed. Throws over to Williamson. Williamson, Diddick. Diddick kicks it out to Ronayne. Ronayne back to James. James passes up the three. Back to Ronayne. Ronayne over to Bowden. Bowden just outside the three-point circle. Down low to Williamson. To James for three. No good. 51-35, 7:15 to go, fourth quarter. Tinkham with the ball, does a nice up fake on James. 2-point attempt, no good. Rebound, Williamson. Attleboro slows things down, and Avery James brings it across midcourt. Attleboro looking to close out the fourth quarter and clinch a spot into the playoffs. Bowden for three, no good. Attleboro 0 for 2 this quarter. Williamson with the rebound. Attleboro 1 for 3 this quarter. 53-35 in favor of Attleboro. $19 for Williamson. Is that what you have?
Yeah.
Okay.
19 and 9.
Wow. Salem for a 2-point shot attempt over Ronayne. Nice shot for Salem. 37 points for Norton. 53 for Attleboro. Salem's got 5 points now on the game. Bowden on the left side, looking for James, picks up her dribble, finds Williamson at the free throw line. Couple dribbles, back to Bowden. Bowden for three. Off the backboard, no good. Norton coming away with the rebound. They find Tinkham down low, and a beautiful pass from Carly McDonald to Avery Tinkham for a two. And I think we have a timeout, Attleboro.
Yes.
Yes, we do. Just the second timeout used by Attleboro. 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Tinkham up to 20 on the game.
Think that was a good timeout for Attleboro there?
Yeah, slow things down a little bit. Couple easy baskets for Norton.
Yep, Norton outscoring Attleboro 4-2 this quarter. So, 14-point lead. But, I mean, again, doing the boys' games and the girls' games, it honestly feels like a lead, especially in the age of three-pointers. It never feels like a lead is as safe as it used to be. This is now basically a 5-possession game where back, as Paul would say back in my day, this was a 7-possession game. And, you see these teams get hot. I mean, again, Avery James, she's what 8 for 13 on the day with 5 3-pointers. You can get hot on the 3-pointers. Tinkham's hit a couple of 3-pointers. She's their leading scorer. You know, it's so no lead is really safe until you get to about 20. is what it seems like. 6 minutes exactly to go in the fourth quarter. Attleboro leading 53-39. Full court press coming on. Callahan in for Bowden right now. And turnover. She was going for Diddick, and there's a 3-point attempt, no good by Salem. Rebound Norton. Salem with the ball, going for 2. No, out to Tinkham. Tinkham for a 2-point shot, no good. Underneath is Miller for 2.
Yeah, nice offensive rebound, good positioning.
And Callahan brings over the timeline, picks up a dribble, finds Diddick. One way to break a press, just dribble through it, right?
Right.
Over to James. James at the free throw line. Down low to Williamson. Williamson double teamed, up and good. Big bucket there for Williamson. Attleboro extends their lead, 55-41.
That tee up to 21 now. Tying Avery James for the leading scoring.
McDonald with the ball, does kind of like a spin move around James. Ronan goes for her hand in there, no good. And that shot attempt by Salem, no good. They ruled that ball off of Williamson?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I thought she might have got her finger on it just as it went out of bounds.
I think she had an opportunity to grab that too. And when in doubt,
just grab it with 2 hands, right? You see that with rebounds sometimes where they tip it and like, no, come on, grab it. So Norton with another possession. McDonald for 3, no good. Ronan with the rebound. Goes away to Callahan. Callahan, Tinkham on her. Nice little move around Tinkham. She picks up a dribble. Back to James. James loses it and dribbles out of bounds. So a little bit of sloppiness here. You see Coach Bracken again, settle down. We've got the lead, 55-41. 4:50 to go, fourth quarter. McDonald with the ball over half court, guarded by Ronan. Attleboro looks like they're in a man right now. And Callahan on Tinkham. Tinkham with a nice little Euro move. No good, but she'll go to the line where she is 5 for 7 on the line for Lily Diddick. Foul on her. That's her second, team first. And Tinkham has 21 points now. Is that what you have for her?
I have, 21 with that. Yep.
And how about 22?
22.
Attleboro 55-43, just a 12-point lead. Norton staying in the full court press. Callahan into Ronan. Ronan back to Callahan. Callahan coming up the left wing, over the half court, down to Diddick. Diddick sees Williamson streaking down the middle, and good! Great assist from Diddick to Williamson. Williamson's got 6 this quarter. Norton trying to transition back the other way, 57-43. And a quick attempt by McDonald, no good, but rebound Norton. Salem with the ball, trying to find Tinkham. Attleboro looks like they're back in maybe a 2-3 right now, or maybe a box and 1. A 3-point attempt from Miller, no good. And I think Attleboro may have been in a box and 1 there.
It looked,
because Avery James was following somebody around the court, and Attleboro looked like they were in a box.
I'm not sure if they were like supposed to be in a box and 1 or if it just looked that way. My assumption is that they were just.
It does happen on occasion. Box and 1. Inbound pass to Diddick. Diddick with the ball. Over to Williamson near half court. They got 4 more seconds. Back to Callahan. Gets it over the timeline. Callahan getting pressured by Tinkham, and Tinkham picks up her 3rd foul, team 2nd. So Attleboro will inbound the ball with a fresh 35 on the shot clock. 3:57 to go, fourth quarter. Attleboro leading 57-43. On the floor, Diddick, Williamson, Ronan, and James. Inbound to Diddick. Diddick, a little bit of a dribble move. May have got away. No, she did not get away with it. Hit the shot, but she did travel. She looked like she may have lost control. Sometimes they let that go if they don't think they have control, but the referee did not think she lost control. So a turnover for Attleboro, 3:50 to go. Norton with the ball, trailing by 14. Can pull within 11. Guarded by James is Salem. And it looks like Attleboro is indeed in a man, or woman to woman, gal to gal, I think as Paul sometimes says. 15 on the shot clock. They had McDonald for a 2-point attempt, no good. Back to McDonald. Kicking out to Miller. Miller from 3, no good. Williamson with the rebound. And she is fouled. If that's the case, that will be fouled by Salem. If the foul, yep. And that's her team third. So Norton has one more to spare, and I think we have a timeout from Norton. So they're going to take a timeout. We'll take a timeout with 3:19 to go in the fourth quarter. Attleboro leading 57-43. We'll be right back on AACS 15 Sports.
LJ's Car Wash, located just past the Attleboro line on Route 123 in Norton, is available for all of your vehicle cleaning needs. Open every day beginning at 8 a.m., LJ's has the equipment to clean your vehicles inside and out, from 24-hour heated self-serve bays to full detailing service and everything in between. For more information, you can contact them at 508-223-3278 or on their website at ljscarwash.com.
And we're back. 3:19 to go. Thank you for listening. WARAradio.com, AM 1320. And thank you for watching on the AACS 15 YouTube and on AACS 15 Sports. Great game here. A lot on the line. 57-43 in favor of Attleboro. Attleboro playing for their playoff lives. If they can win this game, they will clinch the playoffs for, I'm not quite sure how many years in a row, but quite a few years in a row now. Attleboro coming in ranked number 28. If the season would end today, which it does not, they would host Lynn English in a play-in round of the playoffs. Norton already well secured a spot as they're ranked number 8 and looking just maybe for some better seeding as they will host a first-round game. Not quite sure against 2 right now, but we got to get back to the end of this game. Callahan looking to inbound the ball. Bounce pass to James. James with a little spin move, but tipped out of bounds by Callie Salem. 2 seconds goes off the shot clock. 3:17 to go, fourth quarter. Callahan has James in the backcourt. James with the ball at her own free throw line. Gets it across the time zone and is pressured by Tinkham. Ronayne, Williamson, Callahan, 3, no good. Rebound, Williamson, no good. Gets to be that scrum, and sometimes it's tough to see who comes away with the rebound, but Williamson comes away with the rebound. But Avery James with a fresh 30 still to go on the shot clock, 2:52 to go. And pushed. It was a reluctant
that's
push.
That's going to be
but
McIntyre's fifth.
So she's out, and that's the team 4th. So McIntyre will foul out of the game. She came in averaging about 4 points a game, 4.4 rebounds, 0.8 assists, and a steal. When somebody fouls out, they get a fresh or a free 30-second timeout so they can make the adjustment for substitutions.
I have Tia Williamson up to 23 points and 12 rebounds
Getting her double-double.
Yep.
And this is coming off an 18-point effort against King Philip on Friday night.
Avery Tinkham with 22. 2 rebounds, couple assists, couple steals. She's having a good game for Norton.
Yeah, half the points. Callahan looking to inbound it. Finds Williamson. Williamson stays tall, doesn't shoot. Now goes into the paint, double teamed, up and in on the right side for Williamson. She's got 8 this quarter. Attleboro 59-43, no good, but
For the shot.
So Miller missed a shot, but did they call the foul? Not quite sure when they called it, I guess.
Oh, no,
So on the floor they called it, huh? Okay. So we take that.
It's on fouls on Vassar. Callie Vassar, who checked in.
Missed that. Okay, Vassar checking in. Vassar had been out with an injury. So let's see, who shot that? Miller?
Miller, yeah.
Yep. So Vassar had been out with an injury the last couple of weeks. It was good to see her back. A good physical player, always hustling on the floor. Second shot is good. She's, for those that remember Attleboro girls basketball, she's a lot like Sarah Mayer. Always hustling, always creating always a pest on the floor is Callie Vassar. There's a turnover, and a layup attempt is good by McDonald. And again, Norton just not going away. 59-47, 12 points, 2:18 to go, fourth quarter. Crossover, Callahan to James. James gets it across the timeline. James effectively using the pick that Callahan keeps setting. Down low to Ronayne. Oh, couldn't get a hand. Tried to shoot it before she had control of the ball. Double dribble, turnover. Shea Bowden getting ready to check back in. We'll see who. And Shea is coming in for Vassar. Callahan. Vassar Callahan. It's a hyphenated name. Not coming in for Callahan. 2:06 to go, fourth quarter, 59-47. Norton can cut this down to a 9-point lead. McDonald to Salem. Salem drives the paint, splits the defense wonderfully. She split all four. 59. We got a 10-point game. Bowden double team coming across the timeline, has Ronan. Ronan bounce past Williamson. Williamson up, no good. Gets her own rebound, no good. Ronan to Vassar and out of bounds. And Lily Diddick checking back in for Callie Vassar. So right now, Attleboro with their 5 starters back in the game, leading 59-49, 98 seconds to go in the game. Some sloppiness on Attleboro has allowed Norton to get back in the game. Now they're rolling the ball, so they don't start the clock till the ball gets to half court. Smart play by Norton. Down low.
That's a great pass.
To Perry, and I think Avery James picks up the foul there. We'll see if it goes against Perry. I mean, against James.
Yeah, that's her 4th. Team's 3rd.
And I think so.
I have.
And Perry at the line shooting 2, where she's 1 for 2, misses the first. Avery James stays on the floor, which I'm not surprised at this stage of the game. Yes, she has 4, but you're saving her for this point of the game. She misses both, goes off Williamson's arms, kind of goes to Diddick, off of Diddick's arm, and it goes to Bowden, and Bracken calls a timeout, and that's her. Yes, she has 2 timeouts left. So what do you think? We'll stay right here. Pat, what are your thoughts? So we got a minute 29, Attleboro with the ball, up 10. What's being said? Use your prognostication skills here, and what's being said in the timeout?
I think Coach Bracken's probably saying, hey, we got to get the ball up. We can't turn the ball over in the backcourt. We know that there's going to be pressure. Let's move the ball quick, and try to get the easy baskets, right? And I'm sure the coach for Norton is probably saying, hey, let's get pressure. Let's break it up. Let's try to create easy baskets for ourselves off of our full court pressure. A minute 29 left, 10-point game.
So if you're Norton, are you following?
That's what I'm just looking at, right? You got a foul. You got a foul to give to get to the bonus. Oh no,
the next foul.
Next foul is in the bonus. So.
I think,
me
personally, I think you're fouling.
6 for 13 from the foul line
and
today.
That's why 6 for 13.
Yep. So that could be the advantage to Norton there.
And you don't get a 3-point attempt off that way either, where Avery's been hot from 3-point land. There's been a couple other threes in the game as well. Attleboro is a pretty good 3-point shooting team overall, but if you follow them long before they even get a 3-point attempt off, then it's only 2 shots at the line, and you get the ball back, assuming at 50%. The long pass to James. And James, to Diddick. Diddick with a high floater. It's good. Or you just go for a layup. 61-49, minute 17 to go. Salem with a quick shot. Blocked, I think. Does not get to the hoop, and Avery James comes away with the ball. Norton not fouling. Over tipped by Tinkham. Avery James gets it back. She was attempting to get it to Bowden, but it was tipped. Tinkham is a good player. Down low to Williamson. 20 seconds on the shot, 56 in the game. Williamson is fouled by
Reese Perry. I believe that's her first.
And team bonus.
Tia will go to the line for 2 more.
2 more.
I think she's 5 for 10.
Yeah. I got her 11. Was there a 3-point play at one point? I got her 5 for 11, but that one go in?
No.
No. Okay. I think I got her 5 for 12, but I may have missed one. I didn't know if one was a continuation of a 3-point play back in the third. Either way, second attempt is up and good. Attleboro extends their lead to 62-49. 54.8 seconds to go, fourth quarter.
26 for Williams. It's in.
Right. Salem with the ball, going against Tia. Out to Ronayne. To Miller. Miller goes up for 2 and good. Nice little move by Miller over Diddick for 2. Full court press continues.
Yeah, Miller up to 11 for Norton.
62-51. Avery James gets it over the timeline. And they're just letting her in. Bounce pass to Bowden. Bowden up. No good. Diddick with the rebound. No good. Back out. Shot clock's off, and now they foul James. And if you want to put somebody at the line, it's Avery James. That's who you want to put at the line.
For Attleboro.
For Attleboro. Exactly.
I think that Diddick shot was blocked
Okay.
because she got her own rebound, so it would have been a travel, right?
Yes.
Or not, I guess she didn't get a rebound. It didn't hit anything. So
All right, so
Avery
for
James hits the first.
Gene 3 is 21. You have
22.
that 22. 63 to 51. We'll take a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll have the final 16.6 seconds of the game for you here on WACS 15 Sports.
LJ's Car Wash, located just past the Attleboro line on Route 123 in Norton, is available for all of your vehicle cleaning needs. Open every day beginning at 8 a.m., LJ's has the equipment to clean your vehicles inside and out, from 24-hour heated self-serve bays to full detailing service and everything in between. For more information, you can contact them at 508-223-3278 or on their website at ljscarwash.com.
Welcome back to fourth quarter action here from the flight deck. Attleboro 63, Norton 51, 16.6 seconds to go. And just adding up some points here. We can take them 22 points you mentioned, right, Pat?
Yeah. McDonald with 7, Salem with
McDonald with 7? Okay, I had her for 10, but I may have miscounted on my new scoring system.
That's quite a difference.
Yeah, it is. So I think I see. Oh, I see the problem. You're right, 7. Okay, Avery James is going for her second shot, and it is good. 64-51, 16.6 seconds. Attleboro going with a modified press, basically just to get the clock going. Here comes McDonald over to Tinkham. Tinkham with a left-handed shot, no good. And Bowden with the rebound, and that should just about do it. 5 seconds. They're not following. They get it over to James. James takes a shot that she knew did not count. Attleboro wins 64-51 for Norton. What you have? Reese Perry for 3, Julia Miller 11, Callie Salem 3, Colleen McDonald 7, and Avery Tinkham 22. Shea Bowden 2, Avery James 23.
Jenna Callahan with 6. Ronan with 2. Tia with, I believe, 27.
We'll go with that. And Lily
26.
Diddick with 26. And Lily Diddick with 5.
With 5. So Tia Williamson had 26 points and 14 rebounds.
Well, I guess that falls into the double range, if you will.
Lola Ronan had 2 points, 9 rebounds, and Diddick had 7 rebounds. So all in all, a good game for the big people.
Well, I mean, you need Tia to have big games like she did against King Philip. She did. She answered with 26. You need Avery James to have big games going to Nichols. She's got to continue playing basketball. She had a big game, 23. Those are the players you want. That's what makes it so difficult. When the down low is going, that frees up the outside shot. The outside shot's going, frees up the down low. It works very well together. A very strong game for Attleboro tonight. And congratulations to the Attleboro Lady Bombardiers. They are now 10-9 and have officially clinched a playoff spot. Something that even 2 weeks ago looked very, I wouldn't say doubtful, just tough to do based on their ranking of 32. And with a tough schedule in front of them at number 9, King Philip, and at number 13, Framingham, they pulled off the upset against King Philip. Not an upset here on paper, but a strong game against the number 8 Norton Lancers in a very good game. But congratulations to Attleboro. Want to thank Dan Langmead, the coach of Norton, and Coach Bree Bracken for all the help that they've given us all year and all the access to the points and to the players and information about the players. We don't know if this is our last girls game or not of the year. If they have a home game, maybe we will do another one. We will see. Pat, final thoughts on the game tonight and or the season thus far?
No, good game. I think for me the most impressive thing was seeing Avery James get off to a quick start in the first half in Attleboro as a whole, and then Tia Williamson just taking over the game in the second half. I mean, she scored 16 of her 26 in the second half. and most of her rebounds came in the second half as well. So
No, yeah, absolutely fantastic. So Ava Holland on graphics, Jim Jones, engineer in charge, Austin Ricketts on camera. That's Pat Holland. I'm Kevin Callahan. Thank you so much for joining us on WARAradio.com, AM 1320, WARA, and AACS 15 Sports.
LJ's Car Wash, located just past the Attleboro line on Route 123 in Norton, is available for all of your vehicle cleaning needs. Open every day beginning at 8 a.m.